Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 10 Soviet Collector Tank Destroyer, the Object 268 version 4, a vehicle that I find incredibly fun, yet challenging to play. See, the V4 features really good strengths in terms of its alpha damage, 650 damage per shot. It has decent mobility, achieving a top speed of 40, reversing at 20, and it's got good DPM. It's got some really good capabilities, but it also has one of the worst guns in terms of accuracy, period. It has really poor hit points because it's a tank destroyer. You might say, oh, well, doesn't it have the same health as every other TD? Yeah, I mean, obviously it does. The Foch over there is the same health as me. But the thing that you have to remember is that up against a heavy, like an AMX M4, that literally has 800 more hit points than me, it's going to be pretty challenging for me to reliably go up against that vehicle. So, there's definitely downsides to this tank. But the strengths, when they do work, are really enjoyable and allow this vehicle to have a super fun time. Okay, thank you, Foch. Thank you. So, oh my god, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, actually. Okay. I have no words. I have no words. All I wanted to do is move up. That's all I wanted to do is move up. And that Foch said, nah, I'm just going to stop right in front of you after blocking you. Like, oh, great. Okay. I'm a little salty right now, guys. I'm not going to lie. I get salty every now and then. And I get really salty when my own teammates are the reason that I'm not doing well. And that right there, I just wanted to support my team and get in the position a little bit early. Well, okay. Well, so far, we're up to 500 health. Not a very good start to this game. And, yeah, we're not doing too good, guys. We're not doing too good. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in this battle. We got the Jagdpanzer, who's making a fairly aggressive play. I'd love to be able to support these chieftains, but they need to kind of back up for me. There you go. That's like the perfect angle there. I can support the chieftains at this angle, but when they poke, it's going to be very hard for me to support them. But there you go. Nice shot. Easy shell into them. Reloading. We got a little bit longer left. We got an FE2 and 5E183 who manages to bounce me. Unfortunately, we have no driver, so I have to back up just a teeny bit to be able to hit the enemy here. Okay, there you go. And let's aim it on the lower plate. There you go. Nice 725. And the enemy V4 manages to miss me. Okay, we're up to 2,500 damage, which is pretty good. We got the Yo moving up. We got the Type 71. Oh, we got the 183. Okay, we got unlucky and lucky at the same time. We got unlucky because my shell didn't average roll the 183. We got lucky because we lit him on fire and he also did not clear us. So I guess it was overall a win for us. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. We got the Type 71 in front of me, and my teammate's going to go in my way, but we get a nice 565 clear into the 268 version 4, and just like that, we're up to 3,760 damage in this game. There's only one tank left that I want to shoot, and that is the... It's not the BZ-75, but maybe, just maybe we can get the ram and kill him. There you go. Alright, well, we still did okay. 3,900 damage. Top on the team, in a decent battle. The only reason that things went south for us was because that Foch stopped me, right? This map is a really important one to get early game shots out, because the enemy team has a better spawn than you. And the only way that you can take advantage of the enemy team's spawn is by getting quickly to the crossing and being able to shoot tanks when they try to cross. And with that Foch driving in front of me, and then stopping in front of me twice, what ended up happening was I was not able to get to where I wanted to, and the BZ-75 was able to beat me there and get a shell to my side. And that's why it just, you really need to get into positions fast. Positioning is one of the most important things in Blitz, especially early game positioning. You know, think of Port Bay, for example. If your team wins the mid of Port Bay, the medium hill, you basically just win the game. It's that simple. If you win the medium flank on Port Bay, you win the game. And the reason why is because that part of the map controls everything. And it's the same thing when both teams are going to the town on Naval Frontier. Whatever team wins the town basically wins the game. So our team won the town, we won the game. So we did get a pretty good victory, but it was because our chieftains actually pushed up and supported our team. So I'm going to give those chieftains credit. Either way, the V4 did a good job. We were able to use the gun, the damage per minute, and the overall alpha damage to get some pretty good bleeds into the enemy, and overall a solid game. So let's see what we can do here. We got two 183s up against us, a Minnow, a Super Conk, a 57 of a Kron. I mean, that's a really, really dangerous lineup. We got to be super, super careful about that. We're going to start by playing pretty aggressive. This E50 is going to spot the crossing for us, which could be really nice if any enemy vehicles... Oh, can't hit the Super Conk, but... Ooh, I was so close to being able to hit that 183 as well. Dang, dude. So close. Oh, well. Oh, well. Not going to be able to hit that Minnow reliably, but I think we did pen that 183. I'm not like 100% confident that we did, but I'm at least somewhat confident. Okay, so we're going to move up a bit. Let's see. Keep on going. Yes, we did hit the 183. Nice. Okay, that's obviously a pretty important bleed there. Okay, and moving up, moving up, moving up. We got the Minnow, we got the 57 Heavy in front. I'm going to aim it on the 57, and we're going to load a... Oh, it was actually a good lead and everything, but because he got tracked by my teammate, we didn't get the pen out, which is kind of a bummer. It's fine, though. We reload a little bit longer. And now we have our shells. Let's put on my reactive, and let's load a gold shell. I hate shooting 57 heavies. I think we can all agree it's one of the most cringe tanks to cut through in the game. I think that was the 183 that hit me there. Yeah, it had to have been. There's nothing else that hits that hard with my reactive on. It's really annoying that the 183 not only shot me, but didn't get detected, even though they're literally in the open. Like, that's so lame, but... Oh my god. Just unspotted. Really? 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 Just gonna drive in front of me there. Shoot the guy after I lose 1,000 health. Wow. 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 Just, wow. Thanks, E50. Wow, we are getting really solid teams here today, guys. Solid teammates. Okay. Well, we're up to 1,200 damage so far in this game, which I guess is better than nothing. We're going to aim it on the side of the Kron. We do get a pen for 650. We did 2,000, which I guess is okay. Actually, we did 2,500 because we blind shot the 183 as well. Imagine if my E50 didn't go in front of the shot I had on the enemy 183. We could have done 3,000. Wow. 66%er, guys. 66%er. Wow. I say it all the time. Teammates like this player are the reason that I get so irritated at this game, right? I literally lost. Like, look at this guy. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is Vanquisher. So if you don't know who this player is, he's actually the highest average damage player on the NA server. And you know what? When you make plays like that, no wonder you're the highest average damage player on the NA server. Driving in front of my shot when I just bled 1,000 health for you, that's crazy. Like, that whole game was really just a rage fest. It really was. Because, I mean, you saw, right? First of all, medium player decides to drive their medium to the heavy flank. Then, let's just go to the next game. I don't want to make this whole video a mold fest, but I think you can all understand why I was quite irritated with that moment there. Like, I don't think anybody would react differently from being in my situation there. You have a player who averages 4k damage, purposefully drives in front of you after bleeding 1,000 health, causes you to miss the 183, and then gets the full farm on the 183s. I'm actually glad he didn't do well. And this is why, when you ever see players that have a lot of average damage, and then you actually watch them play, it's just the biggest rat gameplay ever. They don't care about you as a player, they don't care about how you do as a team, they simply just are there to deal damage. So, what are we going to do in this game? Well, we have the enemy Murat in mid, and... I'd love to be able to hit that Murat. Yeah, nice. That was a really important shot. That player actually had a top 4 camo. So taking that player out of the game first, really, really important. Especially because I didn't bleed anything myself. So kind of just a big win there. We got the enemy AMX M4, which we get a 516 damage shell into. I have to be really cautious though. Mainly because I'm not sure if we're going to be rushed or not. I put on my reactive so the AMX barely even rolled us for anything. Now I'm just going to roll around the corner. Let's keep going, and bonk. There you go, 690 into the enemy AMX. And there you go, only a 349 in return. Kampfpanzer is a big threat, though, over there, isn't it? Alright, let's reload. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 800 alpha max roll into the AMX. We actually got hatched, which is pretty lame, but we're doing pretty good. I'm more worried about the Kampfpanzer than anything else. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to poke over here. I'm going to aim it on the side of that Kampfpanzer, and boom. There you go. 629 bleed into that player. And that's going to take the Kampfpanzer from what is a pretty big threat and knock them down a few pegs. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to reload, and I'm actually going to push the AMX M4 over here. Keep on going, keep on going. Okay, perfect. And then we can roll behind the A, or not. Or we're going to get tracked. Okay. You know what, that's fine, because we got the Waffenträger there, and I don't really need to care. That player's going to die anyway, so I'll just sit here and wait. Billy, you wanna fight me? That's your play? Again, I'll just sit here and wait. The WT is going to get you either way, dude. Yeah, there you go. Now you're done. Bye-bye. Oh, and we got the enemy Progetto rolling over here. Thankfully, I have reactive, so if this Progetto pokes us, we can put on our reactive, and they're not going to be able to reliably pen me. We can not pen them with a high explosive, but we keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. The V4's mobility isn't the best, but it's good enough to get the job done in most situations. Oh, we might die, actually. We might die. While the V4 is good on mobility, I actually made the misplay there. I should have stayed in cover, as in I should have stayed against the wall, and I didn't. I allowed that Progetto to get my side, and because of that, I died. We actually could lose this game as well. So if we do lose the game, I'll take the blame. I don't know. I just didn't think the Prague was going to be smart enough to get around me, and they were. So unfortunate for me specifically. Now the good news is that yes, that's the good news. The Destiny takes the shot for the Waffenträger. While this no camo WT may not be the best player ever, they are good enough in the sense that at least they helped me and did a decent job. So, you know what? As long as that Waffenträger is able to get the clear on the Progetto, it should be a pretty winnable game. And this VK90, I'm hoping that they just have enough brain cell power to deal with the... I lied. They don't. They don't. They don't. Well... let's just hope that they get the bounce. Please get the bounce. Please get the bounce. Please, please. Okay, that's a dub. Okay, they get the pen. And now we have to hope that the... No. No. If this WT was smart, they would have pushed the Progetto and cleared him. But they're not going to. We're actually going to lose this game. That's crazy. You know, when you watch games in the perspective of other players, it's kind of crazy. Oh, you know what? No. No, 183 is not spotted, even though they're literally in the open right there. I'm glad that Wargaming has given the 183 so much camo that it literally just doesn't get detected when it drives out in the open. I mean, you saw it on the previous game. I got literally outspotted by a 183 on Winter Malley and nuked for it. Yeah, I will take the blame for losing this battle. I mean, I did a good job taking that Murat out of the game. 67% reroll. We were able to take that player out of the game right in the beginning, which was nice. And the V4 did a good job, everything considered, but I should have just stayed against the wall and not allowed that Progetto to get to my side. And I did. So that's on me. I thought that our team was going to clear him. But, oh well. Let's do this last game in the V4 and see if we can finish off with a decent battle. You're noticing that the V4 is doing fine, to be fair. Just some rather cringe games we've been dealing with. Alrighty, well, up against us we have a Caro Concept, T100. I mean, they got some strong tanks, especially for Normandy Hill. I don't really like Normandy, because when you're in a tank like this, what do? You can't really poke mid, you don't have the gun depression for it. I think what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to just very quickly drive over this ridge. This is a very good early game position because tanks like to drive aggressive on this portion of the map, and when they do, you can sometimes get pretty easy bleeds. But because we notice that nobody's going there, it means that the enemy team is going where the IS-7 is. So we're going to move over towards this flank of the map. We got a TVP, we got a 4005 flanking, which is obviously quite nice. Did we get spotted? I don't think so, actually. I saw that break. Dang. Just not able to get those positions out on the enemy yet. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chill right here. And, oh, we got the 183. Nice. Okay, well, we get a nice shell into the 183. I like how the 183 doesn't pen me. Just shoots an HE and rolls 425 on the most armored tank, basically in tier 10. That's how good the 183 is for the game, guys. It's really, it's a healthy tank for Blitz. All right, let's aim it on the Caro. Aiming. Boom. There you go. 658. That's pretty nice. So far, we've done pretty good. We've dealt 1,400 damage to the enemy team. And I'm hoping that we can drive over this ridge and shoot this 183 again. Let's see. There you go. Put on my reactive. Another non-penning HE from the 183, taking another 450 of our health off. It is pretty impressive when you think about it, that 2 non-penning shells has brought my full health tank to a one-shot. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. Thank you there, Wargaming. Apparently we can't pen the flat side of an IS-7. That would be too challenging. Alright. Well, we do get the bounce at least, so there's that. That's pretty good. And I'm going to aim it on the side of the E100, and there you go. Nice 694 damage pen. Pretty good stuff so far. The reverse speed on the V4 is also really nice, so that's something you don't necessarily have to worry about, is getting outmaneuvered in the reverse speed department. Now, we're not running calibrated shells because I've been trying Rammer just as a test, and, you know, you see all these players that say, oh, Rammer's so nice. Yeah, dude, it's so nice that I have to sit there and try and find a weak point on the E100 turret. Oh well, we got one tank left, which is the enemy Concept 1B. And I don't think we're going to get any damage into him, but we actually did okay. We did 3,348 damage. I know this game was... The whole video is kind of me silently ranting, but that's Blitz, right? That's Blitz. Sometimes you get games like this where it's just not an enjoyable experience. You have a 183 high explosive in you for half your health. You know, it's whatever. We had a good result, though, and overall today we did pretty good. You know, out of the games that I played in the V4, right, we played 4 games. First game we did good, 3,800. Second game, we had a really cringe experience. Third game, 4,200. We overall had pretty good games, everything considered, so I can't get mad. And even the game that we did 2,500, the only reason was because my E50 went in front of my shot. Like, oh well. But either way, yeah, pretty good experience overall. And by the way, I just want to clarify, that E50 is a 4K average player. There's no way that that E50 did not see me there looking at the 183 with that shell loaded. They 100% saw me. I'm pretty sure they went in front of me on purpose. I'm going to be honest. So I should clarify that now. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.